Hello everyone, today on Dreams TV, I'm shooting a special edition, How You Find Your Mentors. I thought my old university, Hofstra University, was a good place to talk about this, since here I found many of my teachers and many of my mentors that helped me on my way to academic success. My success has not only been academic, but it also has been in business and in life. But this is where it all began. So here I am in front of the Helen Fortunoff Theater, the honors lecture hall, where most of the new ideas discussed by our professors were taught here. So where is better to start than at the beginning? This is where I became an honor student, and this is my example of how you can become a high achiever and still have a great life. My high achievements were not only because of me, they were also because of my team, my parents who set out to help me with the best they could, and my professors who gave me their best during my years here. So this is the best way for me to say thank you to all the university and all it has done for me. So let's get started on this tour. Here I am in front of the Herman Berliner Hall. Herman Berliner is the provost of this school. The provost is one of the highest officials of the university, and the provost list is for the highest performing students, next to the dean's list, next to the honors dean list. So why am I here in front of the hall? I am here because, without my knowing it, during my last 3 years here, I became part of the provost list without even wanting to. So I want to say to you that even if you don't know the height of what you can achieve, you can go beyond what you can think. You can go beyond what you think of and become more than you are. Well, everyone, this is Mason Hall. Mason Hall houses the English department. The first of my two majors, English in literature and in creative writing, has been my passion for many years. But here's where I took many of my English classes, and here's where I met my English professors who guided me towards having the best experience in English that I could have ever imagined. English for me is not only about studying the literature of the United States or the literature of Europe, but it's also about learning how to communicate learning how to use language to communicate to others through the soul and through their minds. But most of all, communicate in many different forms. Through novels, through poetry, through documentation, through essays. Most of my work here was academic, but in some cases, I wrote my first stories. So I am very indebted to Mason Hall for housing one of my first encounters with my passion in formal education. Here we are, everyone, in front of the honors college stall, which is the gem in the crown of all the awards, all the ribbons that one can get in Hofstra University. This was the center of my academic activity during my time here at Hofstra. It was also my biggest aspiration, because as soon as I saw this ribbon, I fell in love with the idea of becoming an honor student with distinction. An honor student with distinction means that I achieved above and beyond of what an honor student was supposed to have in terms of credits and in terms of outstanding activity as a participant in classes. So this is one of the biggest moments that I have had to come back here and talk to you on the subject of mentorship, because Dr. Frazina, the Dean of the Honors College, helped me to get here, helped me to stay here once I got here. He got me all the way through these 4 years, and thanks to him, I became an honor student with distinction. There's no better way to say thank you than to be here again and say thank you to all the honors department. Thank you to all, and I hope you have a good day for the rest of your day. Of course, the tour isn't over, but this is the gem in the crown for me. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and let's go on.
You had a great time.
Yes.
And that you enjoyed your experience.
I mean, for me, one of the best moments was receiving my honors medal, because I was not even expecting it. I was not even expecting the dinner.
Well,
So for me, it was like, what is going on?
So, we want to hear from you
Of course.
everywhere you go.
Of course.
Okay? Because we're going to be following you.
Follow the vlog and then you'll follow me.
I definitely will. You're never actually going to leave here.
Never.
Okay?
Because I know that Dr. Christina said to me, this is your home regardless of where you go.
See? Same deal. I'm telling you.
And I'm like, and I was like following your advice at the beginning, because you said to me, what are you doing here every single week? Because I used to come here for the events, and I said, and you said to me one day, I was like, what are you doing here for every single event? You have to go out and live your life. And I'm like, this is my life. Remember I said that? Everyone, this is the end of this episode of Dreams TV. We are at the Department of History, Rhetoric. We are at the Department of Music, History, and Rhetoric and Language. So this is the new academic building. Hofstra University is just one of the places where I have found mine. So Hofstra was worth the effort of all that I've done here. For me, it's all about finding mentors, keeping them, and staying on the top of your game, because that's all that matters. So make your mark and live your life without limits, but also find your coaches and keep them, because they will take you further and further than ever before. Bye. This is Cristina Cortez from Dreams TV. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the tour.